I'm online. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Abhi DhiYogi here with another curation of song stories and ideas of my two best friends. Attention and the mind. But I don't think they consider me as the best friend. They are. Because they're always together, the attention and the mind. For I find myself always busy, contemplating, thinking, different thoughts, ideas, never ending. Yeah? They come and they go as they please. But long story short, seems like attention and mind are they're hand in hand, brothers in arms. So today's curation is a little about these two. Then how do I find some direction, or direct them in the direction of where I want to go, And to conclude, we'll finally talk about the yoga in the attention and awareness and I guess observation or witnessing, or the consciousness per se. But before all that, a song. The song is about the place and the time where the night and day meet. The dark and the light meet. The dawn or the dusk, as we say it, depends on which side we are. Munjane Manjali Musanje Tiri Tampali Oluwe Nihali Hudagata Ninnali Nanayade Orage Ilidu Unanana Bagadu Nittu Sirannu Bagadu Bisi Sirannu Tagadu Niome ಆವರಿಸು ನೀ ಬೇಗೆ ಈ ಹರಿಸು ಜನ್ಮಾನದ ಉಲ್ಲಾಸ ನೀ ಕುಂತಲ್ಲು ನೀನೆ ನಿಂತಲ್ಲು ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಂದೆಂದು ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನನ್ನ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಂದೆಂದು ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ಆವರಿಸು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆವರಿಸು just ಮಾತಲ್ಲಿ. Thank you. So the best friends or the besties, as far as I perceive, is my attention and my mind. Because no matter what, seems like attention always wants to play with the mind. Thinking about what's next or thinking about what's happened in the past, the different patterns, the different judgments, what to do, what not to do, what am I doing, paying attention to that non-stop, lost in my thoughts, if I may say, is the attention. Always paying attention. To whom? To the mind that is filled with thoughts. And as soon as I want to direct my attention, let's say to relax a little bit, then I need to do something else. Maybe go for a walk, a bicycle ride, right? Or swimming or watching TV, but engage in something else so that there's a break from whatever I was doing prior to taking that break. Maybe it's talking, having a conversation, listening to music. But if I were to think about it, it's like engaging the mind in something new. Gives my attention a break from whatever I've been doing. Or the change makes it seem like it's a break. But then I want to sit quietly and, let's say, not think. Give a break to my thoughts and thinking. Not possible. Can't force it. It's got to happen as if naturally, just like the breath or just like the sunshine, just like the rain, a natural phenomena, occurrence, where I can sit wherever I am, however I am, and I'm not going round and round in my thoughts and contemplations. another way of looking at it, where my attention is not going round and round with my mind, yeah, that keeps going round and round, sometimes this way, sometimes that way, about this or about that, right? Yes or no, night or day, yeah, non-stop. So taking a break from all that sometimes is, I would say, a good night's sleep is one phenomena or experience that helps me to take a break from my own thoughts, right? As long as I'm not overwhelmed with what I need to do tomorrow, yeah? That's what I have experienced or realized when it comes to the mind and the attention playing together non-stop until I hit the bed. Usually they stop then, in one way or the other. And I wake up refreshed. If I've had a good night's sleep, with no stressful dreams. That's the other part. Go to sleep and my attention is playing again with the mind, which keeps on dreaming about this or that, or tomorrow and day after, or the past that it wants to change. And my attention gets drawn. So, less of these dreams as well. If I have had a good night's sleep, I wake up refreshed. So the question arises, how do I relax and, let's say, direct my attention to wherever and whatever is needed? And for that, it means the attention has to be here with me, not lost in some translation of the mind, which happens every other second. So I've realized, and the technique or whatever you want to call it, that helps me to firstly bring my attention to me is by paying attention to the breath. Coming in, going out. Not changing, nothing, but just paying attention to the breath. Helps me to bring attention to me. You might call it another activity to be engaged in, but guess what? Breath is breath. Yeah? So I'm paying attention to it. I might pay attention to the sunset, I might pay attention to the moon, I might pay attention to anything. But the key is to pay attention to the breath. It's the most relaxing. And the mind, yeah, the thoughts are still running there, churning, but the only difference is I'm not paying attention to that at this juncture. I'm just engaged in paying attention to my breath. And in doing so, I feel relaxed. I feel no thought or think no thought. Just paying attention to the breath. So when I need to now pay attention to playing the guitar, sharing some words and songs, I start from my breath, where attention is. do what I have to do. To see the attention focused on whatever I'm doing. It's usually not lost in translation, in thoughts and whatever's going on in my mind. Yeah. So it seems like even the mind, yeah, is directed to playing the guitar, not worried about this or that, what next or what was in the past. Just here, in this moment. By bringing my attention to my breath, looks like my mind, my heart are in the here and now. And when I am in the here and now, which is everything, yeah? The body, mind, heart, my attention in the breath, I find that whatever I'm doing, it's more relaxing, more fun, more fulfilling. And I'm not stressed. Whatever I do, whenever I do it, with my attention in my breath, and all of me being in the here and now, in this moment. How about a song? Waves, all just waves. You and me, babe. These bees, birds and hay. Waves. From the rocks to the mountains, from the stars to the moon. What's near and far, friend? Ways, everything in between. I've dived deep, only to surface. I've dashed your shore, only to retreat. Waves, this love and hate. Waves, whatever I think and feel. Waves, you and me, friend. Waves, is there anything else? Thank you. As my attention is with my breath, just watching it, yeah? The breath come in and go out, doing whatever I'm doing. Maybe playing the guitar, talking, riding a bicycle, or cooking, or working, or having a meeting. I realize a little bit clearer and deeper when I'm in that state, when the attention is with the breath. And whatever, is being said to me, looks like I listen a little bit better whenever my attention is listening or with the breath, yeah? Let's say I'm playing the guitar and singing. If my attention is with the breath, seems like I play and sing a little bit better. The reason I feel, again trying to justify in words, and thoughts, is that I'm a little bit more aware and maybe a little bit more awake versus preconceived with my thoughts and feelings and whatnot that were churning, and my attention was in sort of a whirlpool in that. Non-stop. Whatever I was doing, let's say I'm playing the guitar, I might be thinking about the meeting, I might be thinking about this, that, million things or zillion, yeah? But being with the breath, the mind, the heart, the body, everything, me, right, seems to be in this moment when my attention is with my breath, and thus making me a little bit more aware and awakened to whatever is happening. And all I can do, in this state is watch, observe. I don't need to do much other than bring my attention to my breath and observe whatever I'm doing. What comes first, what comes next, that's not the point. This is just a realization of bringing the attention to the breath. It just happens once you have your attention on the breath, going in, going out. Again, not changing anything, yeah? Where we become a little awake and aware of everything that's happening in this moment, because seems like now the attention is anchored into the here and now in this moment. In which all I find in this moment is no worries of past and the future, right? Or this or that, or what happened and what's gonna, blah blah blah, right? Whenever I am in the here and now, I'm relaxed, and I'm a little bit more, as I said, aware and awake. And don't get me wrong, I thought, I used to drink or try substances to be in that phase, of not thinking, no thought. I don't want to think about, what happened, or I don't want to think about the future. I just don't want to, be overwhelmed with certain things, right? Someone said something happened. So what do? I drink something or try something which technically puts a stop to my brain, right? And rather than being conscious and a little bit more awake, I've gone unconscious and I feel good, which is the other extreme, right? In the state of unconsciousness. So, each one to our own, but I would certainly recommend trying this, which is bringing the attention to the breath, maybe one breath at a time, counting it if need be. While we sit, while we watch TV, or while we sing, or while we work, try to bring the attention to the breath and see for yourself, what happens. And it's not easy, eh? I think it's a lifelong practice, or more than a lifetime practice, to live each moment to the fullest, in its fullest glory, as it was meant to be. But why don't we try one breath at a time? How about a song? Looks like I'm not in the here and now, or I'm not supposed to play that song. Okay, let me try something else. My love, your love. Smiles, tears, hopes, fears, all are born from this love. What I get, all that's lost friend, everything is meant too much one day. It'll love, I'm in love, love, love. You're in love, love, love. All in one, love. Thank you. So as my attention gets stuck and becomes best friends with the breath, I tend to enjoy this moment a little bit better than I was when my attention was not best friends with my breath, and it was lost in the thoughts and contemplations and whatnot, never ending, of the mind. And being with the breath has helped me to become a little bit more aware, a little bit more awake. Or would it be, in one word, a little more conscious? In this moment. Because without this consciousness, I might be, let's say, driving on a highway and be on a phone call, right? Hands-free, it doesn't matter. But I don't realize when I hit my destination because I wasn't paying attention as much as I should or I would have if I didn't have the call. I didn't see the road go by, the distance pass by, the time go by. My attention, or less conscious and aware. Same thing with those in coma, right? All the body parts are working, but no consciousness. Means awareness, attention may not be there, and that's like being in coma, I guess. Though our eyes are open, though we are doing what we're doing, but if our attention is engrossed in something else, the past, the future, or this or that, and we're not even aware that it is, and we're doing something here, just a haphazard way of living this moment. So, the trick was to bring the attention to the breath, which helped me to become a little bit more conscious in this moment. And as I become a little bit more aware, I realized that with every breath, being in a state of gratitude and thank you helps me to accept whatever comes my way. Not easy. Why should I accept something that comes my way that's a failure or a negative or whatnot? The answer, I guess, only experience teaches us. Life teaches us. Time teaches us. That everything that happens, be it positive or negative, good or bad, success or failure, has a lesson for each one of us, especially us, the one who's going through it. That will help us become better in giving the best that we have to the next moment that comes. Only if we learn the lesson that comes in this moment. So with that understanding and realization that everything that's coming my way, everything that is happening in this moment, it might be getting lost, right? In my mind and in my thoughts, my attention, no problem. The key is to accept it, and suddenly you will see, and you will realize that the attention has come back to the here and now, as soon as we accept it. Not to worry about it and say, you know what, oh, my attention flutters and fluctuates, once it's with the stars, once it's with the birds next, or the insects that are flying around. Yeah? Once it's at work, once it's at home, once it's with children, once it's with someone else or something else, non-stop. Yeah? When we learn to accept, hey, you know what? That's the nature of the mind. Yeah? It's the fastest. It can go anywhere, and it takes the attention, I guess, along with it. When we accept that, we come to the here and now, in this moment. So acceptance of whatever is happening and comes to us helps us to come to the here and now. And the reason why we should do that, or think that, or live with that approach is because every moment, with whatever it brings a lesson for us to be better in the next moment, to give the best that we have to the next moment that may come with something else. Yeah? But being in the moment with acceptance and with giving the best words, the best thoughts, and the best deeds to the moment, I guess. So in acceptance of whatever comes and whatever we are giving, the best that we have in words, thoughts, and deeds, I guess helps us to learn as well. So I don't know what comes first, yeah? But being in the moment, I guess we are accepting. More accepting, I would say. More in a position to give the best that we have and learn from it. You know, this whole moment, whatever it brings and whatever is happening, so we can be better in the next moment, even better, even more fulfilled. Yeah? So bringing the attention to the breath helps to realize the whatever is the most fulfilling in this moment, because we become a little bit more aware and more conscious, more thankful and more accepting, more giving and more selfless. And we find ourselves in this moment that is filled with peace, filled with love, and filled with truth that helps us take the next step in the direction of being in this moment. Thank you for being here, making some time and space. I look forward to chatting with you tomorrow, same time, 12 noon CST, plus or minus half an hour nowadays with the work that's going on. And if there are any questions or to watch the past concerts or read the books, visit abhi.dhiyogi.org. Thank you again.